Hey everyone, Andrew here, and we're on set today. I'm helping out my teammate Jabari with some music for a shoot, and I thought, since I have a quartet assembled, that this would be the perfect time to put one of Universal Audio's Apollo X Gen 2 Thunderbolt audio interfaces through its paces. I'll talk a little more about the whole Apollo X Gen 2 lineup a little later, but first, here are the cliff notes of the new features. The Gen 2 units feature upgraded A to D and D to A conversion. These are the highest resolution converters that have been used in the Apollo interfaces to date, and now there's a new auto gain feature that's available to help you set levels and start recording quickly. There's also a bass management feature for integrating a subwoofer, and support for Sonarworks Sound ID reference profiles is coming in Q4 of 2024. But more on all that later. First, let's hear some music. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, guys, wait. I'm sorry. I was so excited to record that I forgot to set the levels.
Oh, come on, mate.
Sorry, well, I guess just as well the Apollo X8P Gen 2 has auto gain. Let's test that feature out. So here I have all the Unison plugins up that I'm using. I'm gonna click on the auto gain for the first channel and then drag across to channel 7. I do have a couple of these channels stereo linked. That's going to bring up the auto gain window. It's going to tell me that I have a 10-second duration and it will apply gain after listening. In this version of the software, I'm using a beta version, but in this version, if I'm doing more than 2 tracks at once, it'll apply after listening. Up to 2 tracks will apply while listening, or that option is available too. So everything looks pretty good. So let's play the second half of the tune. And you should be able to hear the gain being adjusted after 10 seconds or so. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cool. All right. Let's play it for real. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The Apollo X Gen 2 lineup brings the new features I mentioned earlier to the Twin X Duo and Quad models, as well as the X4, X6, X8, X8P, and X16 models. UA were a little sneaky when they released the X16D a couple of months ago, as its stereo analog line-out features the new D to A conversion already. If you're familiar with the Apollo lineup, you'll know the deal in terms of what makes the models different, but if you're not, the Twin X and X4 models are designed for desktop use, while all the other models are rack mount. All of the rack mount units feature 6 DSP cores for running UA's acclaimed plug-in emulations of classic analog preamps and guitar amplifiers, while the Twin comes in either duo or quad DSP core configurations, and the X4 has 4 DSP cores. The number of Unison preamps, which allows you to track in real time through plug-in emulations of sought-after vintage gear, as well as total I/O count, are the other differentiators. The Twin X, X4, X6, X8, and X8P are available in Essentials Plus and Studio Plus, with the difference being the included plugins, while the X16 and X16D are available in Essentials Plus and Ultimate Plus editions. The release of the Apollo X Gen 2 series brings a couple of other new monitoring features to the UA console application. Bass management allows running an independent, high-passed, summed mono feed directly to your subwoofer from one of the Apollo analog outputs, so no more having to run your full-range mix to your sub first, then use the subs crossover and outputs to pass through to your near fields. You can now choose from 3 crossover point settings, 80, 100, or 120 Hz, as well as choose the slope in the console application. This gives you the flexibility to bypass your subwoofer so you can just monitor on your near fields. The other big news is the Apollo monitor correction powered by SonarWorks. This enables console to utilize SonarWorks Sound ID profiles for room correction when monitoring. UA have said that this feature will be coming in Q4 of 2024, and it will support all 3 versions of SonarWorks. So that's headphones, speakers plus headphones, and multi-channel. Now, if you're interested in this, just do be aware that you will have to purchase a license for SonarWorks as well as the Apollo monitor correction add-on. And if you don't have a measurement mic to use with their software, you'll need one of those too to create the Sound ID profile for your room. Of course, all of the Apollo X Gen 2 lineup still supports multi-Apollo configuration with any Thunderbolt-equipped Apollo, enabling you to expand your channel count and DSP power with up to 4 rack units or 3 rack units and 1 desktop unit. And just like all the previous Apollos, you still have the ability to harness the processing power of the UAD platform for recording and monitoring through effects in real time with imperceptible latency. Universal Audio has a rich history of innovation that goes back into the late 1950s, and I must say it's pretty cool to see that they're still being driven by various needs and challenges that present themselves as music creation, audio recording, and post-production work evolves. But what do you think about the Apollo X Gen 2 series? Which model do you think you'll choose to make the centerpiece of your studio? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, this has been Andrew from B&H, reminding you to always remember audio.